What's up, motherfuckers? Hey, it's your boy Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grades.
It's such a depressing thing when that beat ends. I just want to keep going.
Dude, it's iconic at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, dude. Hey, shout out to Copy 801, man. He's the one that originated that, and he gave to the low grades, I believe, on the inception of the show. So it's been going on this whole time. I mean, we can update it and stuff, but I don't think it'll be the same. Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Fabulous.
I mean, I've said it before, man. I mean, it just pumps you up sometimes. Like, it's like, okay, let's fucking go.
Exactly.
Go.
I mean, as soon as it drops, you just sit back there and go.
Yeah. I mean, you wait that 30 seconds or however many seconds it is, and you're like, okay, it's time. Let's do this. Anyways, so, welcome back to our show. I'm here with my boy Rob's Fat Stacks. Dude, James is not here right now.
Él no está aquí.
The man's got him down, guys. He works for Geek Squad, and it's like, they don't appreciate him like we do. If we could pay him, we would, but we're not there yet.
Pay him Kool-Aid.
Yeah. But he's working late tonight.
This is what I have done to this show. Is James would have been late, you guys would just sat around and waited for James to show up.
Yeah, especially since I don't do anything solo, you know what I mean? Like so I just he's normally almost on time, and today he's going to be extra late. So I'm going to go ahead and say what's up to the chat real quick, even though it's only a couple people in here. If you're here and you're ghosting, just say what's up, or say hi, a little quick hi, just to give us something to do right now.
Be recognized.
Yeah. We got Rob's Fat Stacks in the house. I came for the pie, but I will stay for the low grades. Nice.
It's important that I came for the pie, not in the pie.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah. We got Circumstances in the house. What's up, Marcus? Good to see you, brother. Not all heroes will wear capes. Same thing Friday mornings. Nice. We also got Demarius Gray.
I was late this morning for Friday's show, actually.
Really? What happened?
I've been sick for the last day and a half now.
Oh, shit. What did you have?
I don't know. But the point is, I've been run down and fighting something, and so I've been sleeping like crazy, and I just overslept. Slept through 2 alarms, but hey, that's all right. Mark was a big boy. I got up and he had a whole panel full of people. If it's just me, it's like it's me and him, and it's like it for like an hour or so. But I'm not there. Everybody came. Oh, we'll come rescue you and come hang out with him. Even Marcus was there.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, Marcus was in the chat, I think. Actually, he wasn't on the panel, but so he knows. Anyways.
Nice. Well, I mean, you didn't have to open it up this time, so that's kind of good.
Every once in a while it happens. So I'm human.
Now, so after the show, were you able to take your nap or not?
Oh no, I've been working on nonstop. As we get to end of quarter, end of month, and the last 2 weeks are really almost shot because of the holidays. My work is compressed and extremely frantic.
Wow. That's well, holidays are coming up and you got to make that money, Rob.
Oh,
Are
I
you
don't care. It doesn't
are you
affect me.
done?
I'm not like, retail or something where I make commissions or anything. I'm not in sales or anything. So I make the
Oh,
same money no matter what. But it's other people
yeah.
are affected by our throughput, and they're late to the game as usual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Christmas is almost here. You almost done Christmas shopping or how's that going? Or
Uh,
should I ask your wife?
well, so usually we say we just kind of split it up, who does what, and I did, and I've got a couple things, but for the most part, between the two of us, we're not doing any gift exchanging this year. We're because we have a cruise that we're taking next spring,
That's
so
right. Yeah.
the bills due at the end of January.
Hmm.
So that's our Christmas gift, and our birthday gifts is paying for that cruise. Uh,
Nice.
so that's that. And the kids, they're mostly like they just want money now because they're living on their own or getting ready to move out and live on their own, and they're being realists and pragmatists and saying
Oh, nice.
so. Yeah, so it is.
So, like, is this trip or this cruise something that you're actually looking forward to?
Yes,
Or okay,
I love cruises.
okay,
They're like the buffet of fucking vacations.
yeah,
I go to bed, I go to my room, I go to sleep, I wake up the next morning, I'm someplace else. I didn't have to drive, I didn't have to fly, I didn't have to do any of that stuff. Go down to the dining room, I have a 5-course meal served to me, a 5-star meal served to me.
yeah, yeah,
Um, you know, we don't go on, we travel on Princess, we don't travel on like the kids
yeah,
carnival or something where it's loaded
yeah,
with kids. Instead,
yeah.
I barely make the average demographic now. It's like all 55 and up. And I'm like at the bottom end, we walk in a room, my wife and I, and the age drops down
Nice.
significantly.
That's
But
great. If you guys don't know, Princess is one of those cruise ships that's only for swingers. So hey, good job, Rob, man. That's awesome, dude. A whole boat full of swingers, and you have so many options to choose from, right?
except that they're all 55, 60
But you
for
don't
the
care,
most part.
right?
There's a lot of those. Yeah. Well, so it's great. We enjoy it. And that's this particular cruise that we're taking is just up the California, Oregon, Washington, hits Canada and turns around and comes back. It doesn't even go to
Okay.
Alaska. We've done Alaska
Okay.
most, but we had this one planned during COVID originally,
Oh,
and
damn. Wow.
it got canceled because of COVID, and then it got postponed, and then it's only offered once a year because it's kind of like an in between seasons cruise. And
Mm.
our son was always having to move out of his dorm the week that the cruise was being done. Now that he's graduated and out of the university, we don't have that problem. We can finally take the cruise and move on,
Nice. That's cool, man. I
cross it off
mean,
our list of destinations.
well, why don't you do Carnival?
Again, I don't want a bunch of kids hanging around all this.
It's like seeing that circus in Vegas, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I'm not there for kids. I don't need I like the fact that it's, a more grown up cruise line.
Nice.
Makes
We
me
got
feel
Cali
fancy.
Comics in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, the only so my wife has been talking about doing like a cruise,
Mhm.
like an Alaskan one. I guess that's a popular
Beautiful.
one.
I've done it twice.
And okay. And I think there's a like a Mexico-ish one.
There's a couple
And
depending upon the cruise line. There's a couple different. There's a Mexican Riviera, which is Puerto Vallarta and Cabo
yeah.
San Lucas and stuff. And then there's also sometimes there's they kind of call Southern California and Mexico, which hits like just one point because every cruise ship has to stop at one stop outside of the U.S.
Oh, okay.
It's because they're not flagged. Unless it's a U.S. flagged vessel, it can't stay within just the U.S. And since
Oh,
all these cruise ships are international by law, they have to go outside the country, which is one of the reasons why they also had to shut down during COVID was nobody would let the
yeah.
ships in. Um,
Yeah.
aside from being a petri dish. So yeah,
Right?
yeah. So there's a couple of
Wasn't there like a few ships that were like
people
people were
got
just
stuck on the ship
dropping
for,
dead? Yeah,
well, they were stuck on the ship. People were getting it and stuff, and they were stuck, and nobody would let them off the ship. And yeah,
because they're
pretty
swingers,
cool.
right?
But
Wait, COVID isn't sexually transmitted, is it?
no, but it could be.
Okay, maybe.
It's close
Depends on what
proximity.
you
So
do, right?
right, exactly.
Let me ask you this: do you hear the background noise? Do you hear like sirens right now?
No.
Okay, so right now outside of my house, there's sirens everywhere, and don't be alarmed. There's nothing nefarious going on.
You're
Um,
being swatted.
I know, right? I swear I live in a good neighborhood. This is the fire department going around the whole entire city with Santa Claus
Oh,
riding the back of the truck.
of course they always make noise doing it because why would they do night quietly?
Yeah,
Respect people's
I mean sometimes
evenings.
it's yeah, sometimes I'm like, dude, isn't it kind of late for this shit right now, But you got to keep in the holiday spirit.
See, here I just figured that James was pissed off that we started on time was swatting you.
Yeah, shit. um yeah, so that's what's going on. You know, the holidays are coming up and man, I'm kind of excited for it. So, I mean, we'll get into our weeks. Well, we'll start with you.
Two
How
2 weeks till Christmas, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I mean, yeah, that's going to go by really fast. But how was your week, man?
It it's been much better than last week.
Yeah.
As I'm still, it's just kind of weird that I got this sickness. It may be tied to the medical stuff I had last time because it said there was increased chances of certain infections and whatnot and stuff. So I'm still kind of coming from that, but
Mm,
at least, well, I still have a follow up. At least I'm not, chained to a desk and stuff. I can freely go out and about in public and do all
yeah.
kinds of stuff. And I got, the preliminary test results and everything all basically ruled out cancer from being involved in any of the stuff. So
Oh,
that's
congrats, dude.
that's all
You
great.
did it. That's
Hey,
awesome.
for now, anyways, right? Knock on wood.
Yeah, I know last week you were kind of it looked like you were hurting. I don't really know
It, uh,
your pain threshold, but I feel
it's
like
pretty
you
good. But yeah, I was
so was
uncomfortable.
it that's what I was gonna say. Was it uncomfortable? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. Without getting into details and stuff, it's
yeah.
just, yes, I
I
was
could just
uncomfortable getting
imagine.
around.
I
Yeah.
could just imagine. We don't need to say anymore.
Yeah.
Say less.
Oh yeah. So everything else this week. So this week's been fine for the most part. Just really busy with a lot of work. Um,
Okay.
and which is usual for me at this point in my life, it seems. Yeah, I mean, that's really about it. I don't know about you, but with my kids being grown and stuff, it's like I get up, I go to work, I come home, watch, well, most of my time at work is here.
Yeah.
But it moves from this desk back to this desk. um and I sleep. There's not a lot that I do, although we did go out midweek. It was my son's birthday,
Awesome.
and so
How
we went
old?
23.
Wow, you took a long time to answer that. Not gonna lie.
I you know as I've gotten older, I realize why my dad always used to do the same thing. Like, oh, how old is he? Well, he was born then you have to remember what year he was born and what
Yeah,
the
yeah. You know
yeah.
what's crazy is I have such a and to this day I still haven't like put it in my phone. I have such a hard time remembering my kids' birthdays. Like I can get
Month
the
and day, I'm
dates.
down. Month and day,
Yeah,
yeah. The
yeah.
year is a little bit of a challenge.
It
Um,
depends. If I'm rusty at it, then I don't remember the like
I
what my firstborn daughter, hers is April 1st. So that's easy.
mhm,
That's easy to remember.
sure,
Okay.
foolish child.
I now now when it comes to the year, I'm like,
I
That's a
do.
rough
I can't
one.
if I'm having problems, I don't think of it real quick. I do. I can come up with it very quickly. I mean, it's just I have a math equation that I have that for both of my kids that
Yeah.
their month and date adds up and year
Yeah.
adds up to the same number,
Okay. Nice.
basically. So I have a way to remember it. I just have to pause for a second and do math. And then when you say, well, how old are you? Now you got to do math the other way, right? From this, because once they're no longer like in grade school or even high school, they're an adult now. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we're not doing any of that stuff. So they're I know my youngest when it's their birthday, they'll turn 21 because
Okay.
that's the last milestone, right?
Yeah.
And so that one's
I mean,
coming up.
the car insurance is still expensive, but I mean, I get what you're saying.
Really, about the only other milestone is left is at 24, you can rent a car without having to pay through the nose,
Yeah.
right?
I remember those days.
Yeah.
I remember those days. So Marcus says, I got mine locked in, but I've always been good about immediate family birthdays.
Mm,
Hey man, shout out to your autism, man. That's a
upper
I
job.
remember, I remember like dumb facts. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
maybe it
So
is 25. I don't know. You know what,
yeah, I
Marcus?
think he's right. Yeah,
I've
and
never really
insurance
known
too.
because I never had the problem. I mean, I don't remember ever trying to rent a car before I was 25, so I don't know.
I did rent one once, and I did have to pay through the ass for it. So, um,
Hmm. Of
that's how
course,
they
back
get
in
you.
my day when I was 25, if I had to pay it through the ass, it meant I paid $1.50 or something.
Anything else for your week, or that's
Yeah,
pretty much it?
that's really kind of been it. It's been pretty smooth and simple. Like I said,
Mm,
kid birthday. We had to
yeah.
go up to. I mean, he decided he wanted to go out to dinner, and so he went up. But where he wanted to go to dinner was like 40, up the peninsula. So
Ooh.
thank goodness we could put three of us in the car, and I could use the HOV lane to get there in like half the time. No, the
Yeah.
Niners didn't win, Marcus. And then what was it? Then afterwards he wanted to watch Transformers 1, right? The new movie.
Okay.
So
Oh
we
yeah,
put that.
the newest one. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so we put that on and I watched about half of it before I fell asleep.
Shit.
But I'd
We
seen it
got
before. So
we got still only
Dave,
35 cents. Hello low grades. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks
yeah,
for stopping by.
Australia in the house.
So is Marcus trying to start drama with you with the
I think
49ers
he
or
is, but
okay.
he's probably trying to tease. But what he doesn't understand is that I really don't care. Like, um, I mean, yeah, I'd like the Niners to do well, but I'm committed to the fact that this year's not the year, and I've moved on.
Yeah.
So
Look at Marcus, dude, trying to make enemies everywhere, huh?
yeah,
This guy.
it's
He
only because James isn't here,
I
But
know. He cannot be stopped.
that's what we love about him. Actually, I don't know if Marcus saw it, but if I loved Wahoo's video. Wahoo Video did Wahoo Comics did a video on the other day about getting a book from Razor,
uh,
and he's been making some funny parody type videos about some stuff, tongue in cheek, and he had like Marcus was a star in it. And he laughing. It's hilarious.
yeah. He said he didn't mean to troll there, but I understand. Yeah, I mean, when you have that reputation, people think the worst right away. All right, cool. So my week has been we got Phil in the house. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, man.
There's a troll. We built a bridge between the community members, and so it had to have a troll.
You filled that gap, right?
Yeah.
uh I never saw whatever I was shown to be laughing at. I thought that was a funny thought. His charity end
Was cool. Oh, so you never
was
saw
cool
the.
enough.
Oh, so essentially, what there was cliff notes for people. So Razor got a mystery box from DJ Links,
Nice, yeah.
and in it there was a book called The Doctor, which was written by Brian LCS. And he
Mm.
didn't know that that comic was Brian LCS's book. And when he opened the mystery box, oh, this is cool. I'm looking forward to reading this, you know? And that was that. And then later on, he found out that it was Brian LCS's book. So then he like, I'm going to use it for toilet paper and like
Yeah.
all this other stuff. And like, ended up
Then he tried
wanting
to
to get,
sell it
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
And so
that. Yeah.
that's what it all is. And so he was basically saying that like when he found out that it was Brian LCS's book and had his reaction that Marcus was sitting there just laughing hysterically at Razor for
Yeah. Yeah. Good content.
anyways.
All right. Well, so my week, after the show, last week, um, I forgot what I did Saturday, but Sunday I met up with, no, actually, so I have family that came down from Texas that came to visit. They had a
Came
birthday
down from
party.
Texas,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it came up, came west,
came over,
northwest.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And they stayed for I think like a week or so, and
Hmm.
but since I've been working like uh my job has been sending me out like 3 hours away. I wouldn't have time to visit them during the week, so I wanted to make sure I visited them on the weekends when they were here. So it was great. I think the first time we went to the Saturday we went to God, why can't I remember? You know, anyways, but Sunday we ended up going to Redondo Beach, which our family enjoys. No, okay, sorry. Saturday we went to Redondo Beach. That's what our family loves to do. Everyone. They have seafood there, fresh, right off the ocean, and you're able to pick your fish or octopus, uh, oysters, clams, whatever you want, fresh, and they'll boil them for you, deep fry them, whatever. And so we did that Saturday. Then Sunday we went to uh, a Mexican restaurant. Now this Mexican restaurant is kind of special because it used to be my dad's favorite restaurant to go to.
Okay.
We would always meet there for like his birthday or or even for our my birthdays sometimes. And they have seafood there, and it's a great place. It's not very expensive, and you can get like shrimp cocktails and just anything like ceviche. I mean, just they got everything, man. And we get there, we had to wait like an hour just to get in because it's like first come first serve type of deal. No reservations. I mean, it's not that fancy, and
Yeah, it's not Chevy's. I mean, come on.
yeah, but I don't think I've been there since my dad died. So it was kind of nice to like revisit it.
Uh-huh.
Got Art Chemist in the house. What's up, Art? Good to see you. Yeah, so like, like I said, we haven't been there since he's passed, and it was really nice to have a big group of family there, and just enjoy the food and each other's company. I have an aunt that came down from San Francisco. I'm just gonna say it. Came up from San Francisco.
Sure,
What do you
why
think
not?
about that? Yeah. And
She lives in
yeah,
the
so
tunnels.
yeah. But like I said, it was great to see the family and stuff, and just awesome. By the way, one of my cousins, he watches our show, and
I'm
he
sorry.
he's yeah, make better choices, Chris. His name is Chris. His name is Venom in the chat, and he started collecting comics because of our show, and he
Mm.
collects Venom, obviously, and he's been collecting for like I would say like at least 6 months. And I realized that he's never had like a graded book. Okay. So I went through my slabs that I have and I pulled a Carnage, I believe like number 5, signed by Connolly, um, 9/8.
Hmm.
So, because I wanted him to have his first slab, 9/8, first slab for one, first 9/8, and first signature series book. And I thought that it was great. It's he loves symbiotes, and is that how you say it? How do you say
Symbiote,
it?
yeah,
Okay,
symbiote,
cool. I hear people say symbiotes.
symbiote.
Yeah, symbiote, whatever.
It's just people don't know how to pronounce words.
They don't get the whole English language.
Nobody
But
does.
so I didn't have a lot of time to go through because obviously my books are in storage. I didn't have a lot of time to go through everything because I would have pulled Carnage books, stuff like that, just Venom books, anything symbiote. And I was able to pull that slab, and then I found a Scotty Young Venom.
Mm.
So I pulled those, and uh, I was gonna give him to him at the restaurant, but he didn't show up because he doesn't like seafood. So I gave it to my aunt and or my mom,
He does know that a
and
Mexican restaurant serves more than seafood, right?
oh, I know, right? Like but maybe he just didn't want to hang out. I don't know,
You
but
might be able to get an enchilada or something there,
I
guy.
know
Come on.
that's what my son got. It was
Yeah.
great. But yeah, so I sent that along with them as because he was still at the hotel. They gave it to him, and he messaged me later on that night and said, "Hey, thanks. This is awesome." And I was like, "Hey, uh, if because he kind of put a pause on collecting. I said, "Hey, if you really enjoy collecting, don't stop." And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm still collecting, but I'm just like pausing it right now." It's all right, cool. But
Another quitter.
yeah. So it was nice. That book was given to me by a good friend of mine, Zombie Joe Comics, and I've had it for I think like 4 or 5 years now. And I feel like it would be more appreciative to somebody else who loves symbiotes. So, and who's a new collector and doesn't really have any graded books or anything like that. So, yeah, I just thought that it was
You did
time.
the A-OK thing and passed it down.
Yeah,
That
yeah, for
helps
sure.
start a new addiction for somebody.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so like I said, my work has me working 3 hours away from where I live. And it's at a place called Ridgecrest. I don't know if you ever heard of Ridgecrest.
And not to be confused with Rock Ridge, which is where the choo-choo goes.
No, yeah, yeah. But this is actually a naval base up in California somewhere in Ridgecrest. And it's been very interesting. The hotel's been nice because it's what I mean. They like I said, they work my ass off, and it's nice to go to a hotel and just sit in peace, and
Hmm.
not do anything after. Like so, we would in the beginning we were like we would finish, go to our hotels, take a shower, clean up or whatever, and then go together to go eat and stuff, get something to eat. But I know that me personally, I'm just like, dude, when I get to the hotel, I just want to like relax. I don't want to go nowhere, but I still want to like get something to eat.
Right.
So I was telling the guys like, hey, how about we just after work, because we've been working 10-hour shifts. After work, let's just grab something to eat and then go to the hotel. So we've been doing that. We've been like getting to our hotel like at 6 o'clock. It's freaking
Right.
early. But I love it because then, I'm able to just like relax, watch TV,
Yeah,
go on
you
my,
don't have any chores to do. You don't have to go out
yeah,
anywhere.
exactly. So yeah, we've been doing that, and I feel like it's been working out really well. So, but
Nice.
this place in Ridgecrest, man, like, oh man, it's crazy because it looks like, if you look at it on a map, it looks like a huge crater just hit that area, and they just built like this naval base around it. You know, they always they always say, like, so what's that saying? If you want to go north, do what?
I never heard of.
Follow the mountains, right? You never heard that?
No,
Okay.
maybe the rivers, but
No, so I've always heard that, where it's like, if you're trying to go north, just follow the mountains. And for the most part, like that's always been true to me. Maybe it's just Californians, or
well,
I
but
wouldn't imagine it work in places like Colorado, right?
well, mountains typically in at least in the United States, and
Yeah.
because of the way the land moves, are typically run mostly north to south. But
Yeah.
what if you follow them heading south?
Well, that's the thing. You don't really see them going south. Like,
What do you
I've
mean?
always,
I see
what?
mountains. I don't see a direction. They're not directional.
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. I've just always known that. Like, if you want to go north, just follow the mountains. It's worked so far. I don't know.
I
But
don't get that because I mean you could follow the mountains south.
maybe they're not visible. I don't know.
Wait, come on, brother. You when you're driving south, you see the mountains. When you're driving north, you see the mountains. They're always there. They're
Dude, I
freaking thousands
always
of
see
feet
them
tall.
going north. It's always north. I don't know, man. But anyways, when you're in
Now the
Ridgecrest, you're
rivers run from north to south.
yeah, I know that. Yeah. But so like Ridgecrest, since like I explained it, it looks like a crater just landed there, and they built this city, huge city, right? Um, there's mountains everywhere around, because it looks like it got hit by a crater, you know. Uh, so I was telling the guys, like, man, that's if you're trying to follow the mountains, you're gonna get lost because they're everywhere.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because the mountains down there are broken up as you're coming. You're just
Mhm.
starting the mountain range out of the desert. There's
Yeah,
a different plate tectonics
maybe it's
there.
like a Southern California thing, huh?
I don't
You
know.
wouldn't understand, Rob. You
I'm
wouldn't
looking
understand.
at and I see, yeah, okay, I see the mountains run north and south, but I mean, and there's also a clear break from where the tectonic plate line is there that
Uh huh.
show where there's a scattering of mountains there, but that's also down. Okay, I've gone by Ridgecrest before when I went through Tehachapi. Yeah,
Yeah, I know you mentioned Tehachapi before. And that place has a ton of earthquakes too. So,
yeah. There's a
um,
lot. You have a place down there. You have the fault. You have multiple fault lines, and they're
yeah,
going in different directions. That's
yeah.
why down there the mountain range is broken up into much smaller
Hmm.
mountains and such, hills and such, than it
Yeah,
is, say, a little bit further north.
yeah. So this location, like I said, it's a naval base. You have to
Hmm.
get like permission to go on the base.
It's interesting that there's a naval base in the middle of the desert.
Right, exactly. And
It must be an air station, I assume.
there, yeah, we've seen a few planes launch from there, so
Well,
that
because
was
what they'll do
cool.
is they'll have a naval air station and inland usually, and those air stations then will, especially in California, they'll have the sub hunters. So
Yeah.
they'll fly out, and because we have it here at Moffett Field, before it got decommissioned, was a
Mm,
naval air base, and they would fly the P2s and stuff, the submarine hunters off the coast, and
yeah.
search for submarines.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. There's a lake it's called China Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, I haven't visited that yet, but yeah. So yeah, we've seen jets take off
Oh,
from there.
Naval Air Weapons Station. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they do like missile testing there and stuff like that, like explosive testing and shit.
Well, they have. I don't know how much of that they're going to do, but they do air weapons. Yeah, they do maybe do some testing there. It looks like they
Yeah,
have a nice little air museum there.
yeah. I'm not gonna visit that.
You
I
don't
got
like air
better things to do.
museums?
Dude, I mean, like
All right.
they have a bowling alley. Like, let's do that.
Okay.
What,
I always
do you like
enjoy a
do you
nice
like air
air.
museums?
I do. I do like air
Okay.
museums.
I mean, they have like uh planes out there that are not working anymore, just kind of like as decorations and stuff. That's kind of
They're
cool.
in mothball. They're and stuff though, because the parts preserve in the dry desert air.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the weather there has been. I love cold weather, but man, this shit is like crazy. You wake up, it's like 37 degrees, and then it literally feels like it gets colder as the day goes by. It doesn't get
Hmm.
warmer. Like it doesn't get like one day I was freezing my ass off, man, and I contemplate on wearing a jacket. You know, typically I don't wear a jacket because uh, I get hot like right away. A lot of times, so I just won't even wear a jacket or sweater or anything like that because I'll just take it off anyways. You know, but yeah, I just the weather there's been like freakishly cold and but yeah, we worked there for the whole week and getting shit done and it and it's funny because like they know what that you don't belong there. When you're
People,
outside, yeah, like that boy don't belong here. Like if you're outside of the base and you go to like let's say the gas station, they know, dude. You go to the Arby's over there, they know. Like it's crazy, you know.
damn, the motels are cheap.
No, we don't. We stay at a hotel, um,
Well, that's good. We're just
the
saying is
Holiday
this.
Inn. You should
I'm just
take a
saying is
vacation out there.
I'm just seeing a lot of the hotels are popping up. They're like anywhere from $63 to $82 a night. I'm like, geez, Louise.
Yeah, but there's really nothing to do out there. There's a museum, a bowling alley, and a golf course.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Well, it's the middle of the desert.
Yeah, yeah. So no, nope, not yet. So let me introduce another person onto the show. And his name is James. James Morales. James, how you doing today, man?
Ooh, I'm here. I
Yeah.
forgot that. Yeah, if you're late, you have to like be announced like a casual person. So my bad. My
You just
apologies.
made that up right now.
Yeah, we did. I like it though. I like it.
What's up, man? The
Um,
man let you out early or what?
dude, what a day, man! What a day. I was. I've been watching the whole show though, so I'm caught up on
Okay,
everything.
okay.
Everything you
What do
guys
you
have
think so far?
I mean, first of all, just geography has been insane on this episode so far. But other than that, I liked the whole trying to
That's
remember birthdays, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's how we keep an audience is with
yeah,
riveting
right.
content.
yeah.
If you deliver on that kind of deeply interesting
Mhm.
content, people will always tune in for you.
We keep people guessing here, and I guarantee you, nobody thought they were gonna watch tonight and have a history on geography, and and hear a saying that no one has ever heard in the history of ever
Oh, I was
about
just gonna ask
following
you.
the mountains to the north.
Right?
I mean, I honestly, I was waiting because you kind of paused, and I was waiting for like, okay, North Star, like you follow the North Star. No, and then you hit
Right?
us with mountains, and I'm like, whoa, what? This is
Maybe
not
it's
a
a
common
Southern
thing.
Cali.
Let me just tell you, this is not a common phrase.
No, it's a Southern California thing, man. That's what it is.
At all.
You guys aren't from this area, so you don't know. But if you're in Ridgecrest, you're fucked because the mountains are everywhere around you.
Everywhere. Damn.
Yeah.
You lost. That's when you got to look for that North Star then.
I don't even know what that is. Doesn't that only come out in the nighttime?
I mean, yes, it is a star. So yeah, you'll only.
So you gotta wait till the
it is
nighttime.
available at all times, but you only see it at night.
Okay.
And it is typically what we used to call the brightest star. But I just took astronomy class last year, so it is not the brightest star, in fact. But hey, we still.
What is the brightest star? What's up, Coffee
know.
Monster?
I already
Sabrina,
forgot.
what's up?
I just did a quick Google search trying to find it, and I found an article that said 13 ways to find north if you're lost. And you know what's not on the list?
Did you type in
for Southern California?
Yeah, did you type that in?
Oh, I actually typed in finding north, follow the mountains, and instead it came up. It was, couldn't find mountains.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, Rob. The school system has failed me. I'm looking like a jackass now because of the school system.
It really hasn't failed you because you haven't ever relied on that for your navigational purposes.
You don't know that. You don't know that, man.
Then got lost and found yourself dying in the woods or in a ravine somewhere, and wishing that you had looked at the sun and then figured out which way was moving, or looking at the clouds and figure out which way they were moving, or any number of other ways, right? But
sun rising and setting, and
I remember somebody talking about a river. I mean, so
that only helps you. That only helps you if you're there with a river. But what the funny thing is, the sun and the clouds, they always exist, and the highest clouds and the sun will always go from west to east here in the northern hemisphere.
Okay, that's good to know.
So if you can figure out which direction is east, then you can figure out which direction is north.
Yeah.
James, what did you think about Rob's choice on going on a swingers cruise?
Yeah, that was, man. I never thought of like a nude booze cruise, but that was nice. I'm
a seniors only.
Yes. It's just, instead of like all the fancy restaurants and shit, it's just fucking like Jello and pudding and shit, and Werther's Original stocked everywhere, and it's gonna be a good time for you, man.
Just finger foods.
Just Oh man, yeah, no, that's gonna be fun. I have been fortunate enough to go on a cruise, not a swingers cruise, but I had fun. So I just imagine yours is just gonna be a whole nother level of fun. So
you'll come back a new man, dude.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, so I know, right? So to end my my week or whatever, on the way back, I stopped at my LCS, picked up my pull list, and I got, see that right there? I got my CGC my CGC submission in.
Thrown around.
15 vintage books. And after this show, I'm gonna drop a video on my channel so you guys can see what I got. I know, Rob, it's crazy, dude. I don't think I've dropped a video since you've known me.
I have another question. Will you also promote it on your IG feed?
Yes, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, Rob, why can't I repost your shit, dude?
Who reposts videos?
He's private.
No.
Oh, you're private? Oh. No, like when you post like a book or your show, when you promote your show, I try to repost it and it doesn't let me.
You're not tagged in it.
You don't have to be tagged for that.
You sure?
Yeah. Like if I watch a funny video and I want everyone to see it, I could just repost it on my.
Well, okay, yeah, but they also have it set for public, so maybe he has his set for like, unless you're tagged, you can't share it.
No, I don't think so. I'll take a look. Permissions.
Or you're just blocked, and this is a hell of a way to find out.
Well, when I first met Rob, I couldn't even tag him in my posts.
Yeah,
But
But
somehow
it's
what you need
fixed
to do is get
now.
the hint,
But
okay, you need to.
that was because I was I was getting frustrated by getting tagged in so many different posts that
oh
then I
yeah,
get then you what sucks is you get tagged on a post, but then you get tagged on everybody else acknowledges. So then you have to go in. It's like it's cool to get to go see the post,
yeah,
but I don't want to get all the follow-up announcements, right?
yeah. No, I
And
get
so,
that,
so I
man.
done that, but now I learned that I can then untag myself from the post afterwards. So
True that, dude. I don't know if you know, but I'm a social media influencer, and I get it, dude.
I've
I
seen that.
get that struggle, and I don't like it either. But it's just something we have to deal with. TikTok is going away soon, and IG is the only thing we're gonna have left.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, good books behind you.
Yes,
Can't wait to see.
dude. I'm happy with all my grades. There's a couple shocking grades, but you guys, like I said, I'll drop it as soon as this show's over. It's already recorded and done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Allow,
So,
I will
allow
just.
viewers to clip my content is marked,
hmm.
so you can clip content. I don't know.
I was just gonna say, like, if you are curious, if you've never, it's been a long time since he's uploaded, so if you've never seen one of his videos and you're like, oh well, what's a CGC unboxing with Robert look like? It is basically the complete opposite of this. It's just the complete other end of the spectrum there.
it's
Unfortunately.
bland, no facial expression.
Oh
But
yeah.
James,
Yeah.
I think I might surprise you this time,
Oh,
dude.
you cracked a smile? No way.
Dude, I'm not gonna ruin it for you,
What's up,
but
Rick?
yo, what's up, Rick? I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but I think my emotions might have gotten to me this time.
Well, all right. I'll make a real effort to watch that for sure.
And Rob, when you watch it, don't fast forward, please.
Watch it in
Don't worry.
I know you love doing that.
No, I like using 1.5 times speed.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
And I think it's fairly short. I believe it's less than 20 minutes.
It really depends upon how long the video is. If it's a short video, I will watch it in regular speed.
So that's like 2.5 minutes per book. That's a good average.
Okay.
You always say that my videos are too damn long.
I say they don't exist.
No, James, I'm talking about
Oh.
James. Yeah.
Minor. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
Me and James
I've
go way
said a
back,
long
man.
time. Number one, you haven't uploaded. Number two, I make long ass videos, so I definitely don't critique anyone's.
Oh, you got a lot to say though. You know?
I do get on you for your emotion, yes, for sure.
So does everyone
that,
else in my life.
I think it's because I know you, so I know that you are truly, truly excited about the book, but it just does not come across for random people who are just, first watching you or, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
get
just
that.
kind of just watch it and you'll kind of tell. You got to look for the subtle hints of like, oh, that was way more excitement on a Robert scale.
Like a smirk or something, right? Or a twitch in my mouth.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh damn, he loved that one. Wow.
Or maybe like a eyebrow raised a little bit.
Yeah. I like it. Oh, that's cool. I mean,
So
I know
yeah, my also real quick, my link is already in the description. So is James's. So is Rob's, and all our friends on it. What's his YouTube? In YouTube. So
if you're not on there, do better.
yeah. Right.
No, I don't even know who's on there, so I should not say that.
There's a lot of people, man. I think we should start cutting some because some of them I don't even know what they're doing anymore. They might have found Jesus or something, dude.
Oh.
All right, man. Well, I'm done. How was your week, dude?
You
You
know,
you look exhausted, by the way, man.
I am a little exhausted. Yes, it's been a very yin and yang type week, highs and lows as we used to call it.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned last week, this was last week of school, so I'm very excited for that. I have like one more assignment to do, and then I'm done. I am so looking forward to playing video games, reading comics, and just not having to think about school for a month. Uh, and I just can't wait. So yeah, I've just been very much looking forward to that. It was nice to just finish out the week. As far as the week in and of itself, I really don't even remember like
Right.
Friday through Wednesday, if I'm being honest. If something happened, I don't know. But I will tell you the last 2 days. Today, for example,
I
today
hold on. I feel like you kind of take notes throughout the week. Did you not take notes?
I do. I do.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But
I know you very well.
I don't. I only have notes starting yesterday, so I guess really nothing did happen from Friday
Oh.
to Wednesday. Um,
Do you take voice notes or do you type
no,
it
it's
out?
just I am a notes guy, so yeah. For Robert to out me like that, like for example, I have my handwritten show notes of what you're not gonna be able to see it, but what I think I could talk about today.
Awesome.
I have notes for work stuff, and then I have my. So basically, yeah, in here in the show notes is where I would put like my week. Now that my year is over at school, I can actually show this. My wife was extremely disappointed in me to learn this a couple weeks ago when I told her about this. I have a
OnlyFans?
lightweight embarrassed. No, it's not even embarrassing because I'm proud of this, but it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I took a list of every week and what I wore to school so that I didn't repeat my outfits or my shoes at all. And finally completed that. I did repeat a couple of things because they were just too nice to not reuse. But I don't know that I'm going to do that again next semester. I will say all these fresh ass fits and only like less than 5 compliments, dude. I wore it yesterday. So last night I'll just skip to the end and then I'll go back. But last night I had my photography final. And I showed up, dude, fucking Wiener Schnitzel fitted out. I had the Wiener Schnitzel sweater that I just got. The it ain't a party till the wieners come out.
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel hat. And I brought fucking little smoky wieners and little pigs in a blanket because we had a little potluck. Nobody says shit. And I was like, huh, man, like, shame on me. Shame on you. It was a bummer. It was just a bummer. But, it was pretty much coinciding with the kind of week that I've had. So anyways, today we were just shorthanded at work and I had to stay. And then I started an iPhone repair, which I had never done this particular one before. And it took quite a while. So I ended up staying. I was supposed to do 10 to 4. That turned into 10 to 5, 10 to 6, now 10 to 7 plus. So long day. I am exhausted. But yesterday was kind of like one of those days where I was like, okay, this is just a lot of shit going wrong, and I'm not really liking this. I was excited for yesterday because it was my last day of school, and I thought,
Yeah.
last day of school, I'm gonna have a good day here. Started off by, I think I failed my exam, but
Wow.
it
was the last week of school, but now it's not.
I don't know yet, but I expressed a while ago that I had gone through my own little mental issues and that October there was just basically no school done in October. And I was able to catch up in almost all the classes, but this is one that I wasn't really able to catch up in. And I think it really, I know that I really suffered for it here at the end. So we'll see what happens. But so maybe not failed that. It is what it is. Then I'm like, all right, you know what? It's fine. After this, I'm going to go handle some stuff I got to handle. And then I'm going to go get a burrito because I just found this taco truck that parks behind the school. And of course, I found this on Tuesday. So I find it on the last damn week of school. But I'm
So
like, you know
again,
what?
it's not the end of school now. Now, even more reason to fail your class so you can go to this taco truck.
Semester. End of the semester. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to it's fine. I'm gonna go get this hot Cheeto burrito and I'll be set. I walk over there because it was last day of school and there's not many people. Taco truck didn't even show up that day, so I
Oh
was like,
shit. They probably
okay,
did show up just like later though.
I don't know, but I was like, okay, all right, fine. Failed test. No hot Cheeto burrito. It is what it is. I see that, SD. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I get some schoolwork done. Go to the parking lot. Get in my car. Car won't start. And I'm like, okay, this is this kind of day today. Car doesn't start. I got to fix that this weekend. I don't know, battery or stupid fucking clutch little clip from last time. I don't know.
Alternator.
Anyway, someone gave me a jump, so that was nice. And then I was able to get home. And then I get home and I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to, go to the store, get stuff for the potluck, handle that. And then I have class. Well, while I'm doing that, I go on my phone and I see a message from a friend from high school that a mutual friend of ours from high school is no longer here on Earth anymore. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and spill out someone else's problems, but she was going through a lot of stuff, and my assumption is that it just became too much, and she made a choice that, unfortunately is permanent, and it sucks. I know that she's got kids, and yeah, it just sucks. And then, of course, you go through the whole thing of like, I saw some questionable posts, recently, and not recently, but leading up to this, and I guess I didn't really do a good job of reaching out. Granted, we haven't really. This is like a lot of high school nowadays, or my generation. After high school, you kind of go your separate ways, right? This was someone I was very close to in high school. We hung out a little bit after high school, but then after that, just kind of you go your separate ways. But still appreciate the friendship that you had at one chapter in your life. And yeah, so that just sucks. And that was definitely it was a bummer in and of itself. And then it was just like, damn, what a fucking day. Just a lot of like negativity. And then, that then leads to me going, okay, I'm gonna salvage this thing with some fucking Wiener Schnitzel, some Wiener Schnitzel goodness. And then nobody says shit. And then it was like, okay, yeah, this is just an all around negative
this week just said, James, hold still. I'm doing a 70-yard punt to the balls.
Yeah. So but yeah, no, I mean it's that was a bummer of a week, but it's a new day today, and I will play some video. I will finish this assignment and play some video games and try to have some fun tonight, and then go back to work tomorrow and kind of continue on. But yeah, so that's the ebbs and flows of life and the ebbs and flows of my week, and in particular yesterday was one of those days where just a bunch of stuff happens and you're like, what the hell? What the hell did I do?
Yeah, it's always hard around this time, around the holidays. A lot I feel like people can really take it really hard if they're going through tough times, and unfortunately that's the decision that they made, and it just sucks to think that that's the only solution.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss, man.
I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll keeping on, and we'll turn this show here, not to be on a sour note here, but I do have a couple of topics here. So one of which, I did come late, but I came prepared, at least somewhat. So saw a lot going around the last couple of days about a potential movie, and then all pretty much confirmed today. So I will share screen here. Whenever I do this, my mouse starts to fucking hella delay. But okay. So a DC Clayface movie with Mike Flanagan, looking for 2026 here. Matt Reeves gonna be producing along with Lynn Harris, James Gunn, Peter Safran. This couple of days ago, like this kind of rumor started coming out, and then it was confirmed today. I don't know if it's in this article, but James Gunn basically made like a tweet kind of confirming it. He did confirm it. So I think that's really cool. It'll be awesome to get a different kind of villain. Now there's different versions of Clayface, and it'll be interesting to see like who we go with. But also like what are we gonna get as far as the look? Is this gonna be heavy CGI, more realistic? I don't know. I mean, obviously we haven't really got anything from DC yet, so it's going to be interesting. Now Mike Flanagan has a horror background. I'm gonna show his IMDb as well real quick. So I knew him from if you guys watched that Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, that was kind of like a big series a couple years ago. He did that, and then I don't know why I didn't stop there. He directed that series, and then the follow-up from it, he also did like Doctor Sleep. I believe he's a producer on the new Exorcist stuff. I don't really need to. I mean, I guess that was okay, but yeah. So he's got like this horror background, is what I'm getting at here, and I think that that'll be pretty cool to see like what direction he now decides to take this. But yeah, Haunting of Hill House. If you have not watched that, that was on Netflix again, 2018. It looks like. Goddamn, I was way off. That was a long time ago. That was a damn good show, and I didn't watch the follow-up, but that was really good. And then the other one is Hush. I know my boy J2 posted that he got like a steelbook of this the other day or something. But Hush was also on Netflix. It's about a girl who's deaf and mute, and then there's like a killer chasing her in her cabin. He kind of like realizes that she's deaf and mute, and it's this cat and mouse kind of game. It's a really good movie also, and that is actually his wife. She also was in Haunting of Hill House series too. She's one of the main sisters. So, you know, I mean, she's probably going to end up in this Clayface movie too, but we'll see. But yeah, that was a big deal. Rob, you wake up, my man.
I think that this
He's had a hard day, man.
I know.
This doesn't sound like a good idea to me. It's like
Thank you.
I just when you start taking a movie, hi, how are you? Sorry, my dog's jumping up. It's time to feed, and I've just asked somebody to feed the dog. Anyways, popping up there. Hi, yeah,
that's the dog. I've never seen it before.
It's a basset hound, so it's pretty low. It's usually only about 1.5 feet off the ground.
Did your dog just come because I showed my cat right now?
No, the dog is telling me it's time to eat, and I'm hungry, motherfucker.
Nah, he's too early for that. Tell him to wait.
But doesn't understand that I already called somebody else to feed her, and that mom said that she would. So, no. Anyways, just coming off of Sony's attempt to make a bunch of movies based off of villains, Clayface isn't the villain that I would think I'm going to make a movie. If I'm going to try to make movies based off of a non-hero character, that I think it's not the character I think I'm going to do it with. And I mean, maybe a TV show, a small 1-season series or something.
Oh, it's a movie? Is it talking about a movie?
But a movie, I just don't see it as being successful. I think it's going to be a waste of money.
You probably think that out of all the villains, why Clayface, right?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't they do Scarecrow? You know?
So I would think that there's multiple. I mean, I don't disagree with your point. I think that there would be multiple reasons. Like, number one, they're trying to, I would assume, I'm assuming everything I'm about to say.
Right.
You're trying to come up with characters that have not been used before in a live action type setting. And maybe you're trying to go that route. And then you're also, if you try and make it this, it could be like a failed, if they go the actor route, the failed actor type, where it's very story driven, maybe like a Penguin, spinning off of this whole Penguin success.
What if they make
Yeah,
Clayface the movie a musical?
Oh, I'm out. I am out. I haven't seen the fucking second Joker yet, so
Me neither. I'm still
I
waiting for
stick
it
to
to
my
come out
guns.
on HBO.
I stick to
See,
my guns.
and that's exactly, you bring up the Penguin. I think that would be more suited to do a movie, a Clayface movie, a la the Penguin, right? Showing it, especially if you do like the actor style, kind of making it sort of then Phantom of the Opera type esque, where you can give it the darker undertones and all these different things that go along with it. But I don't know. As a movie, I'm not. I don't. Even as a Batman fan, I'm not excited to see this. I won't go see it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you could decide what villain to make a movie out of, who would it be?
I do like Mr. Freeze, but I don't think that there's. I don't know that I would do a villain movie. I mean, look, granted, unless you're doing something where you're doing a movie that's a part of some grandiose storyline, connected storyline, it doesn't generally make sense for traditional Western storytelling of, some sort of conflict with resolution at the end and stuff. That how's your villain supposed to be your hero character? Now, granted, look, I understand they did it with the Joker. There's just at least the first one, and that's fine. He's a very bizarre character, but from the Batman universe, again, unless you're leading into, even if you are leading into something, I mean, I could see maybe a Scarecrow thing if you wanted to lean into the horror side, like you said. But even that seems like it needs to connect to something at the end, like some reasoning for it, or a Hugo Strange, same thing, right? But I don't see them as like any of them as standalone characters for a movie to be big drawing.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. I feel like James Gunn hasn't done shit since he's become this. Since he stepped up in this role, role of like.
Well, it's not out yet. I mean, yeah, the only they've got the. I'm not watching it, but you have the Creature Commandos. I know like just came out, which is an animated thing, I believe.
Right.
So yeah, I will say, he doesn't have anything out yet. Superman's going to be a big tell for like where we're going to go and where all
he
this
likes
stuff
his
goes.
he likes his esoteric stuff. We get that, but
yeah, I do agree with the whole villain as a standalone movie, and I think Joker, like either we're gonna take out the second Joker because I just feel like that just soiled the whole thing, but I enjoyed the first Joker and it just being its own thing. Right now, this, who knows what direction it goes. Number one, I finished reading this article. He's going to write the script, so he has not been named director, nor has anybody yet. So I don't know. But also, it's tough to say whether it's even going to be in Batman universe or the Batman universe or not. Obviously, attaching Matt Reeves' name makes it sounds like it is, right?
Right.
So who knows? I do also want to say, also in this article, it says that back in 2021, Mike Flanagan, the now writer, had tweeted that he hoped to work on this movie one day. He envisioned as incorporating elements of horror, thriller, and tragedy. So that makes me think this whole
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just ultimately think at the end of the day, I think that's the wrong move. If you're trying to build a new universe, in which they're trying to do there, and try to build a franchise and stuff, with the way that audiences are fickle, you gotta stay, at least initially, until you've got to stay with your core characters that drive this up, and then you want to experiment with some shows. Hey, the Penguin did great, so let's experiment with another villain show centric show where we're giving some deeper dive into this character and stuff. Try doing that with a one season show potentially, but it doesn't. I don't know. It just seems like
well,
a dangerous move.
The show part is money, obviously. Like whether or not you can get the money to make Clayface look right. I'm assuming that's a factor in this as well.
I don't
What
know.
were you gonna say, Robert?
There's
I
a
feel
lot of
like I feel like there's better characters to develop or do a movie off of than Clayface. Obviously, I think one of them would be Lobo or even Deathstroke. Like people have been asking those for years, and they've been asking for this for years, and they give them Clayface.
Yeah,
Like,
I
come
mean,
on.
it's a matter of like, there's obviously always the rumors going around of him and Jason Momoa talking about Lobo and whether that ever becomes reality or not. And then you have, again, rumors of death. Well, they did say that they're doing that Deathstroke Bane thing, which I guess now proves the point that, yeah, they definitely are going a villain route here. And whether that is good
it
or
worked well
bad
for Sony.
will remain to be seen. I think also it's like, again, we will find out, are these, because right now it could go three different ways. These characters are obviously Batman's rogues. Are they a part of the Batman? Are they a part of this new James Gunn DC universe, which will be separate? Or are they just completely their own thing entirely? In which case, that's going to be its own dynamic of, is that the right move to make or not? Obviously, they maybe don't want to go the whole MCU route where everything's connected and they're feeling like, okay, well, we're going to do everything kind of as its own thing. And we won't know if that's a good choice or not until we really start getting everything. But
Whatever makes the least sense, that's what they'll go with.
yeah.
Yo, we got Mo in the house. What's up, Mo?
What up, Mo? It's going to be interesting. I mean, we got a few years before all this stuff starts to really take place here. I could be wrong. I don't even know if any of them are slated for 2025 year or not. But
Well, just because they're in development doesn't mean they'll actually ever come out and see the light of day.
yeah.
Just think of how many movies Marvel said that they're doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
and
as
even
long as
ones
it's
that are
not
filmed, that
stuff.
whole what was it, the Batgirl, right? Like that shit was done and got axed, and damn. But I mean, Superman's gonna come out. Like they're gonna release that Superman, and I think, like I said, Superman's gonna be a telling point of where we're at, for sure.
Yeah. It must be extra hard for you, James, because I kind of feel like DC is like the Raiders of comics. And you're
Comic
already
book
a Raider
movies.
fan?
I'm
Huh?
gonna stop you right there. Comic book movies. Let's clarify. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. That's all I gotta say.
DC comics are better to me. They're the top.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
But
the
movie
T.
wise, yes, movie wise, DC
Yeah.
fans have been hurting. I
Yeah.
think that a lot of us really wanted the Snyderverse to be something that it ultimately didn't become. Thank God that we at least got that Snyderverse, because otherwise it would have been ugly, ugly. But at least seeing somewhat of a vision of what he wanted and getting Darkseid on screen and getting to see these scenes and just better editing, better freaking oh my god, Steppenwolf's whole character design, like all of it, just
I gotta watch it now.
oh
Just
man.
kidding.
The thing is, it didn't need to be freaking 6 hours long.
But yeah,
That's like a quarter of a day.
it just unfortunately, I mean, they have made a lot of missteps. When you have two movies that all anybody wants to see is the cuts that were not in theaters, aka the Zack Snyder and then the David Ayer Suicide Squad, like that's a problem. When people are like, I want to see the version we didn't see, that's an issue. That is an issue. And I don't think we'll ever get that Suicide Squad, but it would be interesting to see like what did he want? Because I feel like Zack Snyder Justice League is completely different than what we got. And so, I mean, it makes a big difference. And they've just made misstep after misstep. And whether that's, jumping in and being way too, I'm saying they, meaning the powers that be just being way too involved and not letting the creator just create.
So James, hold on, back up just a second. You said that you think it made a big difference. So what I'm hearing you say is that if you put in 4 hours more of content, you have the ability to tell a more complete story. Is that what you're saying?
I think even if you cut down Zack Snyder's thing and you gave him a chance to cut it down, he could
Made
still
it less verbose. Yeah. So if you add any significant amount of extra footage, that you have the ability to tell a better or more complete story. Is that what you're saying?
Because a trash movie is still going to be trash just because you added way more stuff. It's the fact that what we got was done by someone completely different. That's what made the difference between Justice League and Zack Snyder.
So it had nothing to do with all the extra footage that got put in there that made this told a more complete story.
It does help. And I understand.
I heard it told the story better.
I just was wondering what they taught this man in school when it came to his film or his photography and all this stuff. If this was the type of nuggets that folks spend thousands of dollars a semester for, is to learn that if you spend more time telling a story, you can tell a more complete story.
More complete, yes. It doesn't make it good though. I mean,
I never in the sentence used the word better story. I just simply said a more complete story.
No, I think that Zack Snyder's version was just in every way, shape, and form just another level. It was everything. I mean, the again, going back to design was different. Story, yes, longer, but also, I mean, he actually had character development to some of these characters, like Cyborg, for example, that just
Cyborg is the biggest single reason.
That's a whole other issue because that guy has big problems with.
Right. I mean, that's legit. Like the biggest single difference between the movies is Cyborg. I mean,
Cyborg and Darkseid.
Cyborg and his story, and the whole thing throughout is the biggest thing, and that's like, okay. Matter of fact, if that was the one change you made out of everything else was the shoehornness of it, it would have made the movie a better movie. But
yeah. And then Martian Manhunter at the end was pretty cool.
Granted. Also, Rob, how long is a 6-hour movie at 1.5 speed?
Less than 6 hours.
You got to but yeah, so no, I mean, going back to the original point of yes, DC has definitely been. I mean, it's even like Batman versus Superman. Like I in my head play that movie out in a certain way that makes me think it's better than it really is. Like that's how it just. Oh man, like yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. Movie? There's
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, that thing was awful.
Because I still don't like, and he's a great actor, and I know that there's plenty of ways you can try and
Henry Cavill.
It. No, shut up. No, but Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, just no.
That's a Facebook guy, dude.
I know.
His whole motivation throughout that movie was absolutely made no. It was questionable. His end game was nonsensical. I don't like this man because he's an alien and he has godlike powers. So let me build a bigger, more stronger alien with more godly-like powers to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, and then, oh God, I complain about this probably multiple times a year on this show, I'm sure, but Doomsday I just won't even go there. But it just, yeah, I mean, it just everything. Now, I will say, obviously, for me, the best takeaway for me out of that whole thing was Batman. I liked Ben Affleck Batman. I thought, yes, that scene of him just beating the shit out of everybody obviously was like, that's
and why was Luthor going after Bruce Wayne?
Oh God, I don't even know.
Right, exactly.
I don't even remember. But obviously, I remember Batman's issue with Superman.
Right, no, but Luthor it turns out that he was behind the guy, the check, some stuff to do with the checks, and the guy who had gotten supposedly hurt was suing, making these lawsuits and stuff after he'd been after the fallout between Zod and Superman, and It's like Luther was behind the scenes manipulating all this stuff, and it's like, what the hell was the fucking point? Why would he be doing this? I mean,
Now, and then of course you get that Deathstroke reveal at the end, and you're like, oh yeah, we're in, baby. And then that all just goes to hell. I think, obviously people have their opinion one way or another of Batfleck, but for me, not getting that movie, will always be a very sour point during that whole era, because I would have liked to see that. When I saw, I guess it's Justice League. I think it is Justice League. But the part you get, that little tiny opening scene of getting to see Gotham when he comes across the apocalypse, the creatures from Darkseid, like the way that they made Gotham look in that little moment, I was like, yeah. Like, first of all, I'm really liking Ben Affleck. I thought Gotham looked great in that part, and I was like, I am so down for a movie with this. And add in Deathstroke, and I love Joe Manganiello, whatever his last name is, as him. And it was just like, I so wanted that, and I am so bummed that that never got to happen. Because even if it happens now, it's not the same. You're gonna have a different Batman. Maybe they bring Joe back. I don't know, but it's not gonna be the same thing.
So is Affleck your Batman? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying it was really good. I did really like.
So who's your Batman?
I don't have like a. I know that this is so gonna upset people.
Just remove them.
You always have to have a favorite, but I Keaton, obviously, yes. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that.
Good save.
No, because I'm gonna go that route, but I also love Christopher Nolan in the whole that whole series, so I love that too. And I did really like Ben Affleck as Batman, and I wish that we could have got a lot more. I really do, because I don't think it's fair. I could never be like, oh yeah, he's definitely like one of my top guys, because I just feel like I didn't get to see enough, and I'm too busy worried about what I didn't get out of that than what I got from it. But
yeah. Well, as long as you didn't say Robert Lowry. I mean, it's like
Robert Pattinson.
No, Robert Lowry.
Oh, is that his Christian name?
What the fuck is that?
No, Robert Lowry played Batman in the 1949 series.
Oh, Jesus.
Serials and stuff.
Oh, so. Yeah, no way. I mean, I will. I am not gonna lie. So obviously, born in the 90s. So
you decided to shit on Kevin Conroy and not even mention him.
Oh no, But to me, I have to separate live action from.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I can't do that. But I'm gonna get to Mo's point. Like, I did like Val Kilmer as Batman, and then you go to George Clooney, which as a kid, I saw George Clooney from like Dusk Till Dawn and other movies, and I loved George Clooney, and I thought he was the man. And then I see that he is going to be Batman, and I'm a Batman fan. I don't even know how old I am at this point, and I am just so hyped. And so at the time, I thought that this was the greatest fucking thing ever. Now, obviously, that is painful to go back and check out.
So what'd you think of them bringing him back?
Oh, dude, unexpected. I liked it because that was unexpected. That was not the one that you think you're getting, right?
Right, exactly.
And it was just so. That was really, really good. That was really good. I like that touch. Speaking of touch, we got a little visitor here.
What's up, Devin? Were you crying?
No, I was just crying. You guys are talking about a 5-year, 6-year-old movie when we should be talking about that series on the fucking WB. That fucking series is better than the goddamn Snyder Cut.
Well, first of all, I haven't finished The Penguin because I've been in school, so you can't talk about it. Otherwise, you will get
not the Penguin. Not the Penguin.
Okay. What are we talking?
Kite Man, hell yeah.
Lois and Superman.
Oh, okay.
That shit slaps. They put more dialogue into that than fucking Superman versus Batman.
Yeah,
See?
Fun fact, I have.
It's like a hidden gem, like Inhumans.
Oh God!
So you know how Titans is kind of cheesy. Like, I'll be the first to admit the Titans live action was kind of cheesy, and it's a little bit. They try to be edgy and like.
I liked it.
but it's got that nostalgic feel like Titans does. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they'll bring in a fucking cameo with a banger ass CGI. Like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but Doomsday looks better than fucking anything he's ever looked like on the big screen. Doomsday looks sick.
I've seen the clips for it. I haven't watched any. I probably watched like 2 episodes of The Flash, and that was it. I haven't watched any CW stuff. I don't really do shows, so I never got into any of that Arrowverse stuff. Now, I do know that you're not alone there. A lot of people do talk about that Lois and Clark, or I don't even know what
Lois and Superman.
the title is. Yeah,
Lois and Clark was a different show.
the old
Dean
one.
Cain-
Yes,
Dean Cain up in this bitch.
Yes, the Dean Cain. Yes.
It was my time as a kid.
I
not as a
remember that
kid,
one.
but young
I
adult.
remember that one.
Whatever.
But yeah, no, I know a lot of people really like it, and I have seen like the clips of it. I mean, it just a 1-minute trailer I saw was better than the fucking Doomsday I got in the live action. So I agree with you there.
And the Lex Luthor doesn't suck either. Is way more believing than Jesse Eisenberg full. Give me oil tycoon fucking Luthor over fucking over this knockoff tech guy.
So
Well, right, because every movie up until that point, the old movies, it was Luther cared about real estate swindles, right? He wanted to create new coastal land in the original Superman movie, and Superman Returns. You know, he with Brandon Routh, he's trying to make his own island so he can have more coastal land.
Dude, if you look at fucking Superman in the 80s movies, it's fucking Trump. It's fucking Trump. It's like, I shit you not. Like, he's 2 steps away from Biff Tannen in Back to the Future, bro. Like,
Wow.
Nice.
sorry, I had to go there, y'all. No politics on the low grades.
yeah. We're not
You only mentioned a name, you didn't mention an opinion, and that's fine.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how funny life imitates art.
So are you
But
down
yeah,
with this
so-
Clayface want or not?
No, I want the actor from the Harley Quinn series to play him. If he's gonna be on live action, I want that fucking I want that voice, that classically trained actor. Yes. James, the Raiders suck.
Just like I want that Bane in live action too.
Oh god.
Oh,
God.
my guts wanted a chair.
Well, that Harley show goes hard too. Like, I'm telling you, if DC just stayed off the fucking big screen, they'd be in great shape. Just you got a world. Just bring it all together.
I just finished watching the last season of the Harley show this past week and started the Kite Man. Hell yeah. So
Kite Man slaps. Come on, who could make such an unlikable guy likable? Oh yeah, the low grades.
We got Caroline in the house. What's up, Caroline? Good to see you.
No, just myself was the thought, but yeah, no, thanks.
But
Although I guess, you know what? I didn't bring that to Wiener Schnitzel night last night, and that's probably why nobody gave a fuck. And the whistle should have had both.
yeah, what if you'd been raped?
I know. I'm really slacking. It's almost like I want it. Yeah, I don't know.
then you yell fire. Don't yell rape, James.
Okay, all right. Keywords, words of wisdom there. I like that.
I just came here to get my phone screen fixed anyway. So James, can I get an appointment or what?
Oh fuck! I could do
He's
it.
busy. I don't know if you heard, but he's busy.
I was hanging out with Santa and listening to the low grades.
Yeah, that's a crazy video, man. That guy had a weird white beard. Who was that?
I just got back from a carriage ride with the family, and we pulled up on Santa, and I hit him with, "What's up, fool? You owe me money from like 1996, bro." And I got the whole thing on video, and dude was tripping on me, like he thought maybe I recognized him. He was definitely a little old tweaker, dude. He's like, "Damn."
That's how I like. That's how I like my Santa.
Nice.
I like my Santa greeting the kids, going,
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like I want my Santa that looks like he could take apart and put back a Harley.
Oh shit.
It ain't
"Got any
a low
Christmas
grade
gift?
unless we
Got
got
any of those
experience by
candy
the kids.
canes?"
Sit on James's lap and tell us all what you want us to send you for Christmas.
Oh God, no. No. Actually, it's gonna be.
You
fun.
imagine?
Hi. Good night. Oh, good night. Because you're not tall enough yet. Good night.
Hey!
Yeah, now it's a show.
This way. Look this way.
I brought these gifts for you there. Rum, pum, pum, pum.
Tell them good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Go to sleep.
Bone Daddy.
Good night. And now they'll proceed to act like fools for the next hour and a half at least.
Oh,
Good night.
Good night.
for example.
Because you don't put enough whiskey in their bottle.
All right, so I think at this point we should probably get into some pickups. Devin's gonna go last today, for sure.
Yeah, let me go first.
So Rob, what do you got, man?
I only brought I only got a couple books because I got in a bunch of stuff this week, but I'm not going to subject people to the mass because I got like a huge stack of Captain America books as I decided I was going to work on my 100s run, and I ended up from one buyer got like 40 something books.
Shit.
So if you want to see that, you can go back watch it on my channel. Otherwise, I'm just going to show a couple of slabs this week. First was I was really happy to pick this book. I've seen this for a while. I have the original. This is a reprint, but reprint books, you know, every once in a while they can actually be worth some money, much like those golden record ones. And this Marvel Tales, featuring the first appearance of the reprinting of the first appearance of the Punisher and Jackal,
one of many.
Popular. Yes, but the first one, this one's from 1979, and in a 9.6, about a $400 book. So
wow, really?
It sells between $300 to $400. A 9.8 run you typically between $700 and $900.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a pricey book, but then again, you know, it's about the same value. Actually, it's still less valuable than my like 3.5 ASM 129. So definitely nowhere near the kind of value that a 9.6 Spider-Man, ASM 129 would have had, but still, it was a great opportunity. I picked up for a good deal, and happy to add it to the collection.
Oh, congrats, Caroline! That's an awesome deal.
Let me real quick, Rob. I'm sorry. I know you're doing pickups, but I want to ask a quick question. Preference: Marvel Tales or facsimile reprints that we get now? Like, would you prefer that we do how they used to do it then, or do we like just straight facsimiles that we get now?
I really don't care so much. I mean, I will say that when I talk about like the Golden Age and Silver Age books, I much prefer the quote unquote facsimiles, even though they're still just reprints. We get today where it's got like the original ads and stuff in there. Mm-hmm. I like those, I think, better on those Golden Age and Silver Age books. But if you're talking about modern books, doing something like this would be fine. But you know, you don't do this. The reason we don't really have titles like Marvel Tales anymore. You got to remember, you know, Marvel Tales. This is issue 106 in 1979. So these Marvel Tales was running solidly throughout the Bronze Age, where most of comic distribution was newsstands, and folks, you know, it was just first of all, it was a cheap newsstand filler for them to reprint a book that they already have. They already have it. They don't have to pay anybody to do anything. They just have to print the cost. But you know, you put it out on the newsstand rack, and these types of titles were the only way people could get a lot of those back issues. You couldn't go pick up the early Spider-Man run because most of the Marvel Tales became like a reprinting of a lot of the ASM books. You couldn't there weren't LCS shops for you to go to and go pick those up. There was no eBay for you to go pick them up. Today, that's not the case. So you don't have a series like this. Instead, you just get these occasional facsimiles. And whenever they do that with a modern book, it seems silly to me. There's no reason to have done a facsimile of like First Miles Morales, or you know, a book it's widely available. I mean, and granted, it can be a pricey book, but you know what? I think you could probably still find reader copies around, and with digital copies, you know, I don't know. Anyways, but I did pick up a copy of Flash 1 this week, and facsimile. Yeah, exactly. I'm never paying for a Flash 1, and it's kind of cool to get a chance to read that, right? And have it look like that original book. So
Nice.
then I got some unboxed some CBCS submission on Thursday. I did a live video instead of a recorded video. James popped in to see it, but
Well, look at you, James.
I know. I watched the whole damn thing.
he made sure that he showed up 1 minute late. He said,
I did.
He's on brand.
but so these are some commissions I sent into CBCS because I like to get the art label.
Those came back fast, huh?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I have another batch that that shipped back to me. That shipped, the turnaround time was even faster. But right now, if you are doing signature verification with CBCS, just as a public service announcement, they have a special running through this weekend where if you do your paperwork this weekend and you get it sent within, I think usually it's like a week of that, they're doing free signature verification for up to 5 books. So if you had a sketch cover like this and you wanted to get it done in an art label and get it signature verified, normally this is $43 because there's no grading. It's $18 for the encapsulation and the rest, the $35 for the signature verification. So you're going to get the $35 signature verification for free. You're going to pay $18. That's it. So
Still,
I wish I had more books to send in, but anyways, this is a gentleman, Dan Needlinger. He is a
what did you call him?
Dan Needlinger.
Okay.
He does work for Dynamic Forces and also for Clan McCloud or Clan that's not Clan McCloud. Clan McDonald. Thank you. Yeah. Anyways, he's at the cons a lot. He does stuff for us for Comics Curing Cancer. When I was at Heroes this year, I asked him if he would do a penguin for me, and he did a nice classic style penguin, which I really dug.
Smoking a joint, Devin.
That's
Look
right.
at that.
He's classy because
he's got that Fear and Loathing cigarette filter look going.
That's right. The cigarettes. That's so that way you don't get the scent next to you. You can keep it a bit. Keep your fingers clean because you can hold the cigarette. It's the cigarette holder.
Gentleman does that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because you don't want it. You don't want that nicotine on your fingers.
Yeah.
Especially if you were wearing white gloves, you didn't want that to color your gloves, so you use the holder.
Yeah.
This one super clean. I dig this. Very golden age-esque. It's Dick Tracy. This is also from Dan. I'd seen he did a similar one, and I was like, oh damn, that's amazing. I never really wanted a Dick Tracy sketch cover before, but that's just so mind-boggling. And he goes, oh, I'll do another one for you if you want. I said, sure. And so here it is. It was super cheap. I think he charged me like $75 for it. And It's just classic lines. It's hard to go wrong with that sometimes.
Nice. Awesome.
Then the last one from him, and I got one other book after this. This is one that I'd seen him post a picture of. He actually had it up on his eBay store. I reached out to him because I know him stuff. We, made a deal, make it for less. This was Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Just another great cover.
That kind of looks like Spider-Man at the parade, the Macy's parade.
Nice.
And then the last book I have is from another gentleman named Chad Shodel. He's known as Showtell Art. And this was one of, again, my collection of Rogues characters I was getting done. This is Catwoman. And I just loved the various details that he put in there with the cityscape and the buildings.
That purple pops too.
Right. Yeah, it's a great cover. And he asked me which outfit I wanted, and this is actually my favorite Catwoman outfit because it's the most realistic utilitarian of her various outfits over the years. So
and the zipper goes lower on the bust than any other outfit.
Depends on who's drawing it. Yeah,
it's functional and demure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the pickups that I brought to share today.
Awesome, dude. Those are great pickups, man. All right, James. Hetty next. Just kidding.
I don't have anything. That's why I wanted to go first. But
son of a bitch. Wow.
Next week, probably next week.
You should have put them last. Then you could have saved the best for last.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Right after the banger we got coming up, then it's just me going like this. Look at what I got. You see it? But yeah, no, I don't have anything. So now
Wow.
it gets to be your turn.
Oh, okay. Let me get everything in order real quick.
It's like he doesn't know how to do a show.
I know, right? It's my first time, guys. Be gentle on me.
I've never done this before, I swear.
So I got my pool and got my Toxic Avenger.
I
I
was
think
trying to figure
that
out where
runs
you were
on.
going to. I was trying to figure out where you were going to toss it with all those slabs on your bed.
Yeah,
I know.
right.
I got the one with the card on it.
Zoom in on that one. Oh, fuck yeah.
That's his penis.
It ribbed for her pleasure, all nice and toxic.
Right.
And
This
that's
is
why we
issue
wash our
number
hands.
8 of the Armory Wars from Coheed and Cambria. This is almost done. I think there's 12 issues. So here's the other cover. They've been killing it with the covers, man. And then Cruel Universe. This is the last issue of the run. Awesome covers, man.
It's got that classic old school look there, huh?
Yeah.
They're
It's
totally playing
amazing.
Operation on the boy.
I know. Look at this one though. I dig this one.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boom. Monster High Holiday Haunt.
Such a cute pickup.
I know, huh?
I never would have expected you to be a Monster High guy.
Well, my
Or
daughter's a huge
water.
fan of.
No, yeah, I know. My daughter. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
This guy and Aaron be fucking Monster High all day.
Right. So those are one shots, and this is from the series.
I mean, Devin says he's got a Monster High. It's a completely different freaking connotation.
Ridiculously Monster High. Trying to figure out how our kids all dress like this now.
I know, huh?
It's funny though, like goth is in.
Right. Finally, I got my Shivers suspense stories, dude.
Boom.
Adam Hughes cover.
That's
I like
so
this
fucking
so
holly
much.
jolly.
I got 4 of them.
Nice.
And just like with any murder in the holidays, look, she's having fun and she's being herself.
Yeah. We talked about this the other day, Devin, but she's looking at you.
Like, yeah, like you're the only witness other than the kid, and the kid's not telling.
Yeah. I mean, Adam Hughes just makes her look hot doing it. I would die. I would love to die like that, dude.
Well, for me, it's the glimpse in a moment, right? Like, look at that.
Yeah.
There's so much being told in one tiny little sneak peek into someone's life, right there.
I saw mommy killing Santa Claus.
Right. And also, this is a one shot. So, yeah. And lastly, this is pretty cool. Sticker Mule was running a sale, and I got my first Comics on the Edge shirt.
Look at you, you merchandising fool. You're going to release a YouTube video. You're going to cross-platform promote it, and you've got merch.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, and you started
marketing.
on time, even though your regular co-host wasn't here. What an influence I have become on you. I am so proud.
He's missing out. This
got
is a
stickers, too?
one of one, which is, this is my wife's shirt. So she's representing, and yeah, I think it came out pretty good.
Very nice.
You make a shirt where on the back it says low grades, but on the front has the pocket logo for your show, and then James can have his on there.
Damn,
Do they make those in 3XL big boy sizes?
Nope, that's why I got it for my wife. Because
I know a place where you can get the custom jerseys.
Oh yeah, yeah. They didn't have my size, so I was like, I'll just make it for my wife. Yeah.
We'll have to make you one on the club site.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Custom cream pie shirts with Rob's face
on it. like in the Kanye West t-shirts, like it'll just say cream pie, like in the arches.
Big old bubble
Like
letters, yeah.
no,
Like a 90s fucking t-shirt you put on for your friend that died, but you're not dead.
dude, it's an arch, but then like you can make it like come like
That's
up
yeah. I
and
knew
then
you were going
down.
there. Speaking of, what is up, JD?
What's up, JD?
Man?
What up, Raging?
JD,
All right.
what's up?
Let's see this fucking bangers. Let's see.
Oh, I got some bangers, but I'm gonna tell you the story, and Rob, maybe you can pull up an image because I did send you an image of it. But
Oh, dude, come on, man.
I just bid out on a fucking Hulk 181 signed by Stan Lee, and that shit got
nice.
accepted. So I'm super juiced on that, and I sent Rob a picture of that. So
nice.
Can you send it to James because my storage is very low. It will not show pictures right now.
It's all right. I'll have it in hand next week for the low grades. But
Okay.
you know, in the
we're not on
meantime-
next week. Spoiler alert. But go ahead.
What, on Christmas Eve? What?
No,
Is that-
It's actually after Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's after Christmas.
But next
it's-
week's not Christmas week, actually, because
Yeah.
next week is the week before Christmas, because Christmas is 2 weeks away.
I know.
So James
So
doesn't want us up showing his Christmas presents.
Yeah, no. All right.
So, James, if we're not having a show next week, are we having one the week after, right after Christmas?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's weird. Okay.
Well, since Festax was talking about Captain America, I thought I'd pull
Nice.
out the most recent pickup.
Proper
Sergeant
job.
Fury and the Howling Commandos, and then the first appearance and meeting of Nick Fury and Cap together.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
Low grade, better than no grade, of course.
Yeah.
And then you guys know me, I've been a sucker for those custom labels for a minute, right? So I had to get the fucking new Deadpool custom label slapped on the first cover of her, and it came back 9.6. And James, you know how fucking devastated I am when it's almost worse than anything. Like, I'd rather have a fucking low grade that shit then. Don't get me right on the cusp of that shit. But some of them you gotta just fucking roll with, damn it.
Yeah.
Because in the same shipment, this bitch came back
Oh, our Adams, nice.
9.8. I had to bring it up so you could see that cleavage because that's really what we bought it for. I don't know.
I mean, her lips are kind of big, but I'm still down with it.
A little bit of filler.
Yeah.
One of
LA face with the Oakland booty.
my favorite Catwoman covers that isn't JSC. And then
I know Ariel Diaz, I think, drew some sick ass ones.
And then I had to come through with a Jack Kirby. I actually got this one from Ruben and Rude Blunt, and I don't think Rude Blunt had any idea that his read copy was 9.8 because this bitch came back, and I was so juiced because I just did. You know, I didn't expect much out of it. I just wanted to get, again, the custom label. I wanted to have it slapped on there. But when it came back 9.8, I was definitely popping my collar a little bit for that.
Is that a ratio or just?
It was a variant, yeah. So it was a variant for 32 from 2021.
Like 1 in 25 or just a B code?
No, that was a 1 in 50.
Oh shit! Look at that.
But
Nice.
then to stay on the Captain America theme, you guys know I've been holding out for this one for a minute.
Nice.
Finally got my Avengers 4.
The big boy grape.
I snagged that one for a killer price, and it's not often that Elite accepts an offer, but they accepted my offer, and I was definitely lowballing to the point where I got featured on one of the steals of the week in the on the other unmentioned YouTuber's channel. So I was feeling definitely pretty fortunate on that one.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
Thanks.
Awesome.
That's a phenomenal book to have.
Yeah.
You got one,
Well,
James?
No.
No.
Why not?
God. First
And then
Silver
if we're
Age
not-
Captain America?
No. Plus, I'm getting rid of all my Marvel anyways, but that's a story.
Oh,
Damn,
God.
all of it. You
Oh,
better
hit me
you
up,
better
dude.
yeah, you better tap in, motherfucker. You know I pay top value.
Me and Devin gonna go fight, dude.
But speaking of Captain America, though, that Captain America Mezco figure is supposed to come out this month. Been waiting on that bitch all year, basically. And it's a classic Jack Kirby fucking drawn, so it's not that new age Cap, you know. It's old Blue Eyes, dude, and it looks sick as. I mean, it looks straight off this fucking cover, like the
Nice.
Oh wow.
chin line, the jawline, and everything. Next to that, I think that's going to be figure of the fucking year. For me, before that, like my top 5 figures of the fucking year, this one came in number 5 with the fucking with the Ghost Rider, the classic Ghost Rider with the flaming skull. Look at this shit with the flaming skull on.
That the one that was like really pricey, and people were complaining on how pricey it was.
People were hating so hard because it's $200, dude.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
But then it came with the leather fucking suit. Came with all the accessories. It came with the look at this shit.
Nice.
Ooh, it burnt me. This shit's so hot like fire. Oh, it's hot like fire.
Oh.
And then you've been hearing me talk about this figure up until when this came out. This was my figure of the year right here. I swear, the Green Goblin came out so sick. There's so many accessories. The glider moves, the wings move. It's got the lift the lift effects. So to me, this was figure of the year. The superposable. It came with a Norman Osborn face that I slapped on just some fodder I have sitting around.
That arch though.
Look at this shit. Look at the cornrows, son. He's got the fade, bro. Look at it. He's all mean and pissed off too.
Oh shit.
Holy shit. Looking like Rob back when he had hair and shit. So Green Goblin, that was my 4th figure of the year. And then this motherfucker right here, that came in hard for number 3. That's
69 Spider-Man.
The classic Spider-Man. It came with so many accessories again, and like glasses, 4 different heads, a light up head, a little Daily Bugle newspaper and shit.
Wow.
That shit was
Did you
3
ever
of the year.
recreate the Deadpool Spider-Man GameStop edition?
Yeah, they need that. I don't have that one yet.
You can recreate it though. You got the figures.
And then this one right here, oh my god, look at this one.
That one's
Spider
cool.
Gwen. This is easily could have been figure of the year, I swear. This with the backpack, with the accessories, with the head, with the cloth cape.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
who makes that?
This is Mezco. Every one of these are Mezco figures.
Sheesh.
I wish you could feel the gluteus maximus pushback here. It's just, you know, I'm not saying I'm sitting here. You know, I don't know. I might have to talk to HR.
It's kind of worn.
But it's,
That area is worn.
I don't know. It's warm still. I don't know why. It shouldn't be warm, but it's warm.
Worn.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said warm.
Oh,
Oops. I don't know,
it
because
is
I went to bed with it. I woke up with it, and it was still warm. But hands down, figure of the year, it's still Doom. The fucking metal Doom that came out in January of 2023 or 2024 with the removable plastic pieces or all metal pieces on it.
Damn.
Stupid.
The only thing that would make it better if it came with an MF Doom mask. Shut the fuck up. This guy.
3D printers, bitch.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Look at
Just
that.
remember all caps when you spell the damn name, motherfucker. So
That's awesome.
That was Hetty's top 5 Mezco figures of the year. Doom
Awesome,
reigns
dude.
supreme as always.
That's great. I'm not really a toy collector, but I can
Action
appreciate that.
figure.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't fuck all these toys. Okay, I make love to action figures.
I also like top 5 lists too, so that's cool, man.
That's good because that's all I'm good for is 4 pumps and a grind.
That is
So,
dope. Very, very
Robert,
dope.
you know how you were talking about this earlier that you'd gotten your submission from CGC back and everything, right?
Yeah, right here. All this.
Yeah. After all that
All
time,
this goodness. I turned them upside down on purpose.
because you don't want to reveal them right now because you're
Exactly.
recording a video. In case
No,
everybody
it's
missed it.
recorded already. It's done.
It's in the can. Has it been
So
edited?
once this ends, I will go make it public. So
Damn, son, we're gonna
Yeah.
have content for days.
at
But-
least 6
At
months.
least one, yeah.
Couple
So
of top 5.
I
lists
decided
for
I
sure.
wanted to take a look to see where my vintage submission was in the
Yeah.
process.
Uh-huh.
And it's been a long time since I got this message, but we haven't received any submissions for you in the last 8 months.
Uh-oh.
What?
So my active submission has timed out because it's been there for more than 8 months now.
Did that just happen today?
Since the last time I looked at it.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Is Rob Fastax gonna have to slap a bitch?
What's funny is, in reality,
Do they know who you are?
in reality, it's probably because what we were talking about was that the CGC submission portal is just being upgraded and going to be down this weekend and stuff. So my guess is probably tied to that, because in reality, the last time I saw it, my submission books were listed as being received in August, and that's only 4 months from now, not 8 months.
Okay.
But the last time I saw that message was in COVID times, where I had books that would literally not show up anymore because they'd been in there for so damn long.
Just purgatory.
JD, you are
Shit's-
completely wrong. CGC has fast turnaround times if you pay for fast tracking.
Yeah.
That's
Even with
everything
fast
else
track, it's still like a month. Also, that information can be found on my video that I'm going to drop after this show. I do talk about
nice.
Nice.
The
And
more you
where can I
know.
find it? Where can I find that video?
that. You can also hear me say, I'm trying to finish this show or this video before my wife gets home, because she hadn't seen me all week. And I knew once she got home, it was going to be over. you
She's
know?
going to want to spend time with you, or she's
Yeah.
going to ask you to do a
Rob
bunch of
comes home
chores.
from a week on the road and does the low grades and locks himself in the room.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, she's got the trash piled up waiting to go out. The lawn needs cutting. The
Yeah.
leaves need to be raked. It's going to rain. You got to go clean the gutters.
This motherfucker's in there talking about low grades.
He's got a bunch of comic books. Wow.
Yeah.
And he's going to come
Yeah.
out and give me a t-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, she liked that.
But where can people find this video that you speak of?
It will be on my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and send out
Drop that
IG.
drop that link down below.
It's there.
Moderators before.
It's there.
Before.
It's not active yet. You know what? Let me I'll activate it now. Go ahead and
There's a link to your
continue,
channel there.
James.
Well, I mean, I guess we can start a wind down here. And let me just say that I'm gonna spare Rob the video game talk only because I was so late today. Recently we had the video game awards, so obviously
Next week we'll
Lot.
tune in. Next week you can tune in and get all the video game talk you can possibly want.
yes, there you go. Yeah, you're
Y'all
right.
talking Marvel Rivals? Y'all on Marvel Rivals?
Not yet.
And
I'll
we'll
wait
make
for
up
school
for
to
all the
finish.
Friday the 13th talk you didn't get today.
I know. I'm sorry. But yes, Friday the 13th, Marvel Rivals. I will be playing once. I guess starting Monday because school will be over finally. So yeah, I know that there was a bunch of games announced that I have not had time to look up, so I'm not even gonna bother talking about them until I have a chance to check them all out and see if they're worth talking about. Next week we're gonna take it off because I know Rob had mentioned the timing, but for me it's the 20th, so it's a Friday before Christmas, and we're gonna take the kids to it's called Christmas Tree Lane. Usually we all have one in our areas, but that crazy neighborhood that does all the crazy decorations and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do that Friday because it'll be before Christmas. And then I told Robert that he needs to take the week off because he needs to spend some time with his damn family. So
Tell me what to do, James.
so we're
You
gonna
had
be
to
off
spend time with his
next
family.
week.
You wouldn't either.
We're gonna be off next week, and then we'll be back on the 27th because I don't think any of us will really have much plans after Christmas, really. So yeah, that's the plan.
I
Actually,
want to be offended by that, but sadly, you're right.
well, it's funny because I was looking at the calendar right now, and now I see that I am scheduled to currently work from 1 to 8, and that's not right. So yeah, I'll have to fix that. Shit, I might not be here for 2 weeks. No, we'll see. But
They'll be
Christmas
phoning
Eve,
it in. For,
can I get the login for Christmas Eve and it'll just be the Hetty Yule log and I just sit here for 12 hours straight and roast
burning.
bong rips and blow them at the screen and it'll be like the Yule log.
Roasting nuts on the open fire.
There you go.
yeah. But yeah, so that's what we got coming up. Yeah, I don't remember what you were even looking up, Robert, but hopefully
He was turning on his video, so that way the link was enabled.
Right.
So as we're checking to see what's coming up on everybody's channels, don't forget, live on Comics on the Edge YouTube channel, you'll be able to get that CGC reveal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great one, guys. I'm not even. I was shocked at one of the books, especially, but man, it is probably like when you. I don't know about you, Rob, but when you submit vintage books, I don't feel like, I straight up said in the beginning, these are all low grade books. Well, CGC proved me wrong on one of them. So
every once in a while, there's always one that's crazy. Sounds like you
Yeah.
got one that was in the right direction, but you always got to do that. When you make your video title, you have to leave some kind of teaser. Like, I sent 15 books to CGC, and you're not going to believe what they did to one of them.
Right. And hey, the census is, I mean, and
You moved the
it's-
needle, did you?
It's in
Oh,
shambles.
yeah.
It's in shambles right now.
No 9.9 vintage, dude. I wish one of them would have hit a 9.9. That would have been like amazing.
I have a 9.6 Golden Age Buck Rogers.
Holy shit. Is that the only one in the census? The
Oh,
great?
it's the only book on the census for that
Oh,
title. Yeah, it's an
Nice.
Australian book as well. So it was just printed on like shitty newsprint. So, anyways,
Well, Rob,
So that's awesome.
who are you gonna have tomorrow?
well, tomorrow on Only Slabs at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, I will have Brian Comic Web on.
Oh,
the show.
nice.
So friend of the show.
Low grade alumni, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. He'll be making his.
If I don't
appearance.
make it, Rob, tell him I said hi.
Yeah, I think he plans to show off nothing but video game books, I
Video
believe.
games, yeah. That's what he's into. Yeah.
Having
He has
just
an insane
completed
video
his
game
quest.
collection.
So that'd be great. Looking forward to that. And Monday I've got a massive unboxing, including a ton of stuff I picked up from the Crimson Bat.
Oh, those are whatnot auctions, huh?
That's right.
Nice.
Cool, man. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You don't have anything coming up, right, James? I mean,
I mean, well, I guess technically speaking, since we'll be done for the next couple of weeks, I will say that now that I'm out of school, I do plan on making some more YouTube content. So I will probably be dropping some videos on mine and the Comic Book Fiend Club's channel. So I guess, yeah, just check that out. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't wait
Hetty.
to hear a good old fashioned rant.
Hetty, what's going over on your channel, brother?
Well, like I said, I'll be doing the Yule log fire from now till Christmas. Just tune in to watch me take live dab rips on my live Instagram feed. And then other than that, I don't have a channel, Rob. They canceled me.
I was being facetious.
I'm too hard for the radio, and don't use your big dictionary words with me. All right. Hey,
Hey, my vernacular it has no bounds,
Exquisite.
brother.
Rob's like,
Is it?
I brought these words for you. You don't understand shit. Up there
all right,
with
guys. I just dropped the YouTube channel for my channel,
The link to
Uh,
yeah.
whatever, dude.
You've
You're
never done this
tired.
before.
You're
He's never
taking
done this
advantage of
before.
me right now, dude.
Look, you're tired. You want to
Yes.
get going. We've been on for over 2 hours.
Yes.
Go ahead, brother. Don't let me. I'll mute myself so that way I don't talk over you. How's that?
Then people won't watch. Come on, man. Hey, check out that link. Something special is gonna happen to your life. Thanks to the chat for showing up. Rob, thank you for showing up, dude.
I
As
got your
always.
first thumbs up already.
Devin, hopefully you get that book next week or whenever, and then you can show it here.
And Merry
But
Christmas, everybody, since we won't see you. So
yes, Merry Christmas, everybody.
have a
If you
safe holiday.
don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa.
Merry
James?
Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa, as the old commercial used to say.
And don't forget Yule.
Yeah. James, thanks for showing up hella late today,
No problem.
but
You
that's
made
how
it
you roll, dude.
Yeah.
Drink your gin and tonica and smoke your marijuana.
All right, cool. All right, guys, until next week or whenever we
weeks from
decide
now.
to come back, 2 weeks from now,
Until next time.
low grades for life.